Greetings, web surfers. This is Derek here. I'm back for another thought to ponder. I know it's been a while, right? It's been a while, right? Well, I had to let my beard grow back, so you know. So obviously, the filming of 42 has been completed in my hometown. So just wanted to let you know on some a few things. I was talking to a Facebook friend of mine, and she had like this questionnaire, and she has a website called moniqueblog.net, and she was talking about, I'm just reading from what she printed up to me, is like, as a minority, I'm glad to see Disney begin to embrace other cultures with Mulan, Pocahontas, Brother Bear, and most recently, The Princess and the Frog. However, the black male has yet to become a lead character in the Disney animated film. That's where you come in, quote unquote. And I was thinking about, like, yeah, she does have a point. There hasn't been that many, there hasn't been that many brothers in a Disney movie. I mean, it's kind of like, like an episode of Friends. You know what I mean? And for one reason, that's probably a reason why. Because I think one reason is because it's really kind of difficult to actually draw black people without making them look like, Sambos or something caricaturish, something not something really, really unpleasant. I mean, for years, I mean, particularly, there have been many attempts, and many people have tried, and you know, is not that well. I mean, you can go far back as one of Disney's first, well, actually his second animated feature film, Fantasia. I think that was the first black person that was there. It was a female centaur, and centaurs are these mythical creatures that have like the top upper torso of a human being and the bottom torso of a horse, and they had like these female centaurs, and they had a black female centaur who had a body of a zebra, because zebras are from Africa, and black people from Africa, that type of stuff. And then they had, well, like I said, it's kind of hard to draw black people, without making them look like, buffoonish, I mean, and usually when they don't do that, usually when people can't draw black people, without making it look like a caricature, they replace them with animals that remind them of black folks. Like in Dumbo, they had crows. Remember the crows on it? They were talking to Dumbo like, "I think I seen an elephant fly." Examples like that, and I think they had Song of the South, where it was like you had live action and animated. Kind of like the Mary Poppins thing going on, but unless you get it on eBay or some other, online type uh, place where you can get rare film footage of videos and tapes or DVDs and whatnot, you'll never be able to find it in America because it's way too. it, it is way offensive. I don't. No, you cannot get it in any store on American soil. You have to go like overseas to get something like that, or somewhere online to get it. You can't get Song of the South anywhere. You really can't. And I mean, it's hard to draw black people like like regular folks out, making them look like I mean, you've seen Fat Albert. I mean, come on. I mean, if Fat Albert wasn't produced by Bill Cosby, but it was produced by instead was produced by like say Rush Limbaugh or David Duke or somebody. I mean, Fat Albert would be banned. It would be that terrible. I mean, in whether I mean animated cartoons, you have like the Mammy character in Tom and Jerry cartoons. You don't even see her face. You just got that big round body, looking like a bear in a dress. That type of. I mean, it's terrible, nasty. I mean, I mean, for the last 50, 60, 70 plus years, I mean, you don't see us in a pleasant way. We either look like we either look like caricatures, or we're depicted as bears or crows, or some other animal somewhere in Africa. That's why the Lion King is probably the most so the most uh, successful one about anything having to do with Africa, because there weren't any people there, and they can't draw black people without making them look like like I said time and time again so far on this video. I mean, they had James Earl Jones and Whoopi, and Robert Guillaume. They had so many people, they had to make it all animals. They couldn't make it humans because it would have been way too, stereotypical. It was, just way too much. But you know the idea. I mean, there's one character. I think one black male character. He was a supporting character, and he was in the animated Disney film called, um, I think Atlantis. Yeah, it was Atlantis. He was a bald black guy. I think it was portrayed by the voice of Phil Morris. Those who don't know who Phil Morris is, he's the son of the late actor Greg Morris. Greg Morris, he was on Mission Impossible, and his son is Phil Morris. He's most known for playing that character. He's like a parody of Johnny Cochran, that lawyer Jackie Childs, Jerry Seinfeld's lawyer on Seinfeld, the black lawyer on that. Yeah, that's Phil Morris. Anyway, if you are somewhat curious about this questionnaire that Monique has, just go over to the Facebook page or to her email address, mljcollegeblog@gmail.com, and get this questionnaire about getting more diversity in animation, particularly in Disney animation, and it seems to be quite interesting. Or you could email me at dbarrettfilms@gmail.com, and I will forward you a copy of my questionnaire that I've gotten from her, and talk about it and comment about it, and like this, and hopefully you subscribe. And remember, you still have less than 6 months, or I guess less than 5 months, to get either one of my CDs. So happy questioning. Fill them out, check them out, and I'll see you next time for another thought to ponder.